Go. Yeah, I know this. Yeah, why I gonna do it again? Because I just checked. There was a notice from. I think this. Wait. There's people. There's all flames going to go. Wait. Oh, I just saw them go. No, what? Wait, they just use a cool and want to take it for cool. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just catch it. I don't see a it's spot, bro. Oh, come on. Basically, well, sleep last night, yeah. Wait. Monkey face play. I gotta solve what.
He posted another video. This kid said he was quitting YouTube, and then he lied again. This was the video that he ended up.
What's this?
I don't even want to show it to you. It'll save you from range. This kid, that's not what he's doing. I think he's on the gonna be on it. The next video that this kid posted just made the story even worse. The video he posted says, "Bro, I'm not lying, bro." In this video, he's talking about how he isn't lying and he never lied about any of this, when everybody believed that he was lying. So let's see. This was my snake's cage and then rips it away because my snake died. You don't have to ask about your snake, bro. If your snake actually did die, I'm sorry, bro, but you were lying about way worse things. Once again, the comments are disabled. This video ends. This video just kept getting called out. Everybody's saying, bro, why are you always talking about the snake? We're not even worried about the snake. We don't care if you lied about your snake. We're talking about the cancer. That's the big thing, right? Well, he ended up posting a video that says, I'm so sorry. Look at the thumbnail. He seems like he's actually sorry. Let's see. In that video, he said, guys, I'm dying. I'm not even a human anymore. I have cancer. I'm going to die. I'm going to donate everybody 500 Robux, like stuff like that. I'm just dying, guys. But then there came a ton of games on the side of this video and say, hey,
I think I meant to say I have cancer. I messaged to them my sister had cancer.
why did this kid wait 2 weeks to say, when he was getting all those supportive comments on that video, everybody saying, hey, I'm sorry for you, everybody would care me, I'm a subscriber, you don't like you. He didn't care. Whenever he got a ton of subscribers on his name and his, he did a ton of polls that your sister did. After you did that, the video that says, I feel bad. When I first saw this video, I thought it was going to be like, okay guys, I'm sorry, I lied about me having cancer, I lied about my sister having cancer, now I feel bad because I'm literally saying that my family members have cancer. I feel bad, guys, I'm sorry. But what this video actually is literally stupid, ridiculous. Would you punch me in the face for $10 million? This kid's channel description says, please don't hate me. I'm serious. My sister had cancer. This is just so usually when people do stuff like this, I call them out. I say, bro, it's not cool. Like, say you have cancer just for views. I talk about a lot of YouTubers who do this stuff just to get views because people are so greedy nowadays. But here's the thing. I'm going to be real with you. This kid obviously doesn't have his parents watching over what he's doing. Everybody did something that they regret when they were younger because when you're young, you're just naive. Don't know what you're doing. You don't know what's right and wrong. Yes, he's very weird. At the end of the day, he probably doesn't understand it. That's the nobody should be able to say, hey, I have cancer.
It's gonna be a monster day. It'll be like 1 day. There's gonna be rewards. Awards. Whoever gonna post probably on video.
There was actually another thing. His
Who's it? Videos when stuff facts. That's like all the
videos, it didn't look weird at all. I didn't really understand why everybody thought that they were kidnapped until I went to the comments. Everybody was saying, oh, this girl needs help, this girl was kidnapped, this girl needs help. And I had no idea why people were saying
some
that. I ended
trouble.
up going through a bunch of videos trying to see why everybody was panicking saying she was kidnapped.
Wait.
I found multiple
Oh my gosh.
in the back, spying on this little girl. As I looked through the channel more, I ended up finding more and more very weird videos that made me think that this little girl was kidnapped, but then slowly increases. Some of the comments on my videos had said that this little girl in these videos originated this neighborhood. She was kidnapped and used this.
It's so good.
Seen again. Now, when I first read this comment, I was like, okay, maybe this is just somebody like spreading false information. There's no way that this is a involvement in real back then. I said, see if this is actually involvement. I shot. This is a picture of me right before she was kidnapped and never seen again. And if I'm being honest, this looks really, really similar to this girl. The weird stuff wasn't in there because look at this picture. If I'm being honest, this looks so similar to her mom in these videos. When I made that first video on them, I didn't really have any concrete proof, so I ended the video and I said, hey, I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is
Oh, because I saw her.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but
Oh, I saw her. Why am I
think this is going to be the final video I ever make in this case. Because I honestly think my soul. It's been a while since I've been on their channel. I think I posted that like a month ago, maybe even longer. And I've been looking at this channel once a week or so to see if they post any weird, new, updated content. And I found a lot of weird things. So one of the main things that got people really disgusted is somebody knows about these videos.
I saw something. One video. I didn't see that one. So where are we doing that again? What's this? I just saw something. I saw the guys. Oh my god.
She's just like, yeah, buying the stuff, yeah. Every single time her mom records her, she gives her a big smile. Check this out, bro. This is not a real smile. Every time the camera goes on her, she goes like this. This is a fake smile. You want to see a real smile? This is a real smile. Whenever your eyes like squint and these muscles contract, that's when it's a real smile. That's when you're happy. But every time this girl smiles, it's like this. You remember earlier I mentioned that in all the videos, it's mainly fixed the mom and the dog. It's never really anybody else, right? Most people always thought that was super weird. The fact that they never showed any other family members. And one time they showed their uncle or whatever was that guy that was from the third hour. Normally, they never showed any of the whole family. Even the whole family. You show your family. That family is big. Show your family well. And actually, it's a new family member. This video is scripted. Let me show you why. When the little girl starts talking, you can see the mom saying the same scared. In the first two videos that I made about this little girl, I was under the impression that this little girl and her mom got kidnapped by somebody, and somebody was forcing them to make these videos. That's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks that the little girl and her mom got taken by a guy or some like random person, and they were forcing them to make this YouTube channel. But in this video right here, this video from 7 months ago that has 183,000 views, this video tells me that they weren't kidnapped by anybody. I think the mom is the one responsible for it. So when you click on this video, it starts off with them going to like a water park or whatever. They're at like a pool, and the mom's recording the little girl, and the little girl obviously seems like she does not want to be recorded. The mom ends up recording her cleaning her hair or whatever. Apparently they're cleaning their hair before they get in the pool. I don't know. Maybe that's just some girl stuff. If you're a girl watching this, maybe you understand this, but she's recording her putting stuff in her daughter's hair. She then starts spraying some sunscreen all over her daughter's face. Her daughter obviously doesn't really like it. But then watch this. She starts flossing. She starts looking at the camera. She looks at her mom again. But then later on in the video, it just gets a lot worse. It obviously seems like she does not want to be recorded. Look at this. She's like, oh my God, you can tell she doesn't want to do this. She's walking up the stairs backwards. Her mom was telling her to walk up the stairs backwards. She didn't want to do it. And even when she comes down this big water slide, she's looking at the camera. Look at this. She's waving at the camera. That is, she does not want to do that. Everybody always says that they think that this little girl and her mom were kidnapped by somebody, and somebody's forcing them to make these videos. But I honestly believe, after watching hundreds and hundreds of videos, probably like 200 videos from this channel, after making 3 full, like 20-minute videos about this little girl channel, I honestly think they weren't actually kidnapped. I just think that her mom forces her to make these videos. If you don't believe what I'm saying, just look at this. In this video right here, she took her daughter and her grandma, whatever, to go get their nails done. And at many points throughout this video, this little girl looks like she does not want to be here. Check this out. She's getting her nails painted, and then she looks up at the camera and she's like, she gets the biggest smile ever. At the end of the video, she shows off her nails and she says, I'm so happy, but she doesn't look happy. Look at this. I'm so happy. That doesn't seem happy. It is pretty weird. The fact that Ava Baldwin's mom, the girl who apparently kidnapped the little girl, but then the lady on this channel looks exactly like her. Like literally very, very similar. And it is also weird the fact that Ava Baldwin looked like this before she got kidnapped, and now this Bebop girl looks like this. They both look so similar to the two people who have been missing for like 15 years. It makes a lot of sense that this would be them, but some part of me just doesn't. I just don't know what to believe. The weirdest part about all of this is the fact that they never answer any comments. I have gone through like 100 of their videos trying to see if they've ever replied to anybody, and they never, ever reply to anybody. Like in this video right here, there are no replies. Everybody's saying, are you okay? Are you okay? And nobody ever answers. Isn't that a little suspicious, the fact that the mom never answers to anybody? If I had to give you a genuine explanation on what I've shown you time and time again the fact that there are literally cameras in their kitchen, there's cameras in the little girl's bedroom, there's even a sign that says, you may not leave, warning. I honestly think that this mom is just very, very, very strict. She's probably a bad parent, that's what it seems like, because in all these videos, this little girl seems like she does not want to be there. She gives her mom a smile every single time she records her. I've never seen this little girl do Are they actually kidnapped? Is this actually Ava Baldwin's mom missing?
you borrow Sprunki, you know how to play? We'll get Sprunki Plus. Currently, I want one, so yeah. Oh my god, I gotta make the ads.
Accept it for what it is.
I feel like this last game.